So, sorry guys, I've been a little down the weather lately. As I said in the early segment, welcome again, and hopefully you enjoy today's weather. I'm very much excited. I'm losing the hair up because when I get home, all the stress of keeping it tight. And I wanted to discuss about something very important, very inspiring to me, and hopefully it really, really you guys really appreciate it. You guys really go through this vlog happily and come out with something educative, something positive, something strong to hold. So what I want to talk about today is, as you've seen in the segment before this, the theme that we're going to discuss, we're going to kind of chit chat about is don't give up. So, this is a joint of inspiration. How come? Let me briefly explain this. So, practically, apart from my everyday life experiences, I'm a music lover, so I had this song that, like, since 1 week now, really, I'm into the jam, as I say. I've been really jamming it out. Like, you know what? A song pleases you. Sorry, I had it phonic. When a song pleases you, like, really pleases you, and you jam it every single moment, and like every second. And what I really like about the song is not mostly the song, like the song proper. What I really dig about the song is the message behind it, and it's the one I posted on my Grace Time series vlogs. Don't give up, originally performed by Mary Mary. And I just can't give up now from the Thankful album that came out with. I don't remember the year, sorry. And practically today, like I was really inspired to just that word, don't give up, or I just can't give up. Just this little bit of words gave me kind of deep inspiration, and I said I want to talk about this, like, and a friend of mine that's really close to my heart. She's more a sister than a friend. She kind of told me she was expecting when she saw the video. She was expecting it to be not only about the song, but she was expecting that maybe I would have been, chit chatting about it or giving some tips. And she said, but what I'm going to say right now, are not really tips. They're mostly inspirational stuff, life experience stuff that maybe in 5 6 years I'll learn more, but for the one and for the time being, this is the main stuff or main tips I would say that I've gotten. And today after church service, it was like, it would be really good to talk about this. It would be really pleasant, it would be nice. I mean, it would be gorgeous to talk about this. Why not? Let's just talk about this. And I've been vlogging lately mostly because I became super hyper busy. It's not like I'm trying to look for excuses here. No, I'm just for the respect of people view, for the respect of you guys that subscribe. I think I owe you the explanation of why I've been out for a very long time. I think since maybe last year, like maybe end of last year, I've kind of been really zoned out. But it's a thing that comes with being a human being. You got stuff to do, you got things to do apart from YouTube, and then you make time for those things. Sometimes you're so exhausted that you can't even have time for any other thing. So, I just said, let me just do something because really, as I said before, I won't have time later. And hopefully, you appreciate the kind of because I wanted to do like a kind of intimate cozy thing. I don't have a couch in my room, so I can do a couch conversation. I got a very traditional chair. I don't know if you guys can see that as a kind of small chair. Anyway, small chair. Let's say it's chair for meditation. So you feel, more into it. You feel more concerned. Okay, enough of my talking. I believe and I think, and I'm very much sure about that in life we all go through stuff. We go through life, and it's not always the pleasant, beautiful, wowsy part of it, but it also got all these ups and downs as a society named it. I mean, like us society named. But the thing that really touched me, that really pushed me, to kind of release or reveal this my own type of ways I go about the sentence or the context that is don't give up is, if let's quote for a moment from biblical text and biblical message that was done in our service today. Practically, we're like seeds, seeds when you do farming. For those who are used to, shout out to my grand, to my nan for giving me a view of farming in my early years. So, anyways, when you farm, you put the seeds in the soil. Even when you want to decorate your, I don't know, your house front, your porch, whichever way you like it, you take a plant and it's a seed that you put in the soil so it can grow and bear fruit. That's the original intention. But the part of the Bible that I want to quote, referring to what we're discussing today, is the part where that seed can fall into uh, a spine, yeah, spikes. I don't quite remember if it's the right diction, spikes maybe, and the one that falls in the rocky kind of environment. Those two seeds have two outcomes. The one in the rocky environment will grow. Surely it will grow because the seed is meant to grow. And it will come out from the rock, but it won't have firm roots. It won't like really go deep inside. So at the first intense, blazing, scorching sun, the leaves will just like dry out. I wish I had some snow. So anyways, coming back. And the second uh, context is second like where the seed falls in the spikes. It will grow, but then the spikes will overgrow it and then just kill all the little leaves they could have produced. So this is much more deeper than not giving up, but it's a part, like it's a result of what your core, your positivity, as I always say, your everyday choices brings forth to make you not give up. Because the first thing is, in both examples, there's the aspect of not giving up because both of the seeds kind of gave up. Okay, sorry, I think battery issue. Okay, so for once, I took a second. So the problem with the seed that falls in both is that it gives up, and I can relate. Like that's when I had this wow, this really like it's really what I'm thinking. It's really what I go through. It's really what I overcome in my own little ways every day. When we fall in the rocky or spiky, whichever type of obstacles we face with, whichever type of hurdle or burden that we encounter, be it every day, be it generally, we can either be the spiky or the rocky resulted seed outcome, or we can just be the good seed outcome. That is having roots that grow firm in the ground and bearing out fruits that bear out more fruits that bear out more fruit to infinity. Like, okay. So what I really now list, they are not like a kind of code or whatever. No, they're my own, I would say, primordial five first, because I have many of them, five main tips or five main points that I believe help you not to give up. First thing first, we always, and should always remember, keep in mind, what is our goal? What is your objective in life? Where is your road leading to? What do you want for your life? What is that objective that you're thriving or you are working towards? That's the first thing. So you know, so you don't give up. Second thing is, I believe second to that is believe. Believe in you, because all is about you. What you achieve is what you produce. So if you don't believe in you, even for one half a second, if you don't really have that confidence, that strong belief in yourself, it will work, but not really the way you want it, and you always feel flat. You always feel like you you dancing on some type of thread that's good sometimes and bad some other times, and what we generally society call, or what we name as, I'm a bad luck person. There's no bad luck. It's all about confidence. You know, we're not God. For me, I believe we're not God, but we have that inner confidence, and we need to cultivate it every day, especially in those moments where you feel like giving up. You have your confidence. You know you can get out of that situation. You know you can make it. You know you can go further, and just believe in you. First things first, you believe in you. Okay. The third tip or point that for me is like among the five first is work hard, work, work, work. You can have all the strength, the belief, the confidence. The first one, as I said, you keep your goals like in your head. You know, yeah, this is what I want to aim to. This is what I'm driving to. This why I'm fighting for. But you don't work. You just stay home. I don't know. You stay lazy. I'm not judging, by the way, but you stay lazy. You don't really put the effort in that. You don't really fight for it. You don't. I mean, in the physical way, because you can have the confidence that you will overcome. But if you don't move your little finger, there's no way you're gonna get there. Except you are a magician, and we all know magic is illusion. So you will get there maybe in your dreams. In reality, you need to put the effort to accompany that you're thriving, that your confidence, and that your goal. Fourth thing is not the least. It's not the like these are the five main. So to be like the top of the points, you need to pray. If you believe or non-believer, believe in what you believe. It can be the word, it can be other form of religion, but you need to pray. You need what they call spiritual strength. Spiritual strength, because sometimes your human nature can do that. You just need that little voice that will be like, yeah, you're tired, you feel like it's over, but just move on. I'm with you, I'm your guardian angel, whichever way you want to believe in it, but please do pray. I do that, so that's what I'm talking about. And the last tip, and of course, these that I'm saying that are not in proper order, maybe there's a particular order you've put these five tips, but I was just saying them, as they came to my head, but those are the main five warriors, I would say, main five tools I'm always holding on to whenever there's this situation where you feel like you give up or you don't or that. So, the last thing is to really have the passion. Not passion, like when you are in in an intimate or love relationship or fraternal or even parental passion that you're really passionate about your family bonds, you're passionate. No, as you're passionate for which every relationship you have or you will have or you have had, you need to be passionate about your goal. That goal that I set in the first point that you need to know what it is. You then need to be passionate about it. Passionate about it not to the extreme or to the point where you're violent, like if you don't have it, you start acting crazy. No, I'm against violence. I think we can resolve things in a peaceful, communicative, and understandful manner. And you can also be authoritative in a peaceful way. You don't need to be violent. So, if you're passionate about it, like you really have that love, like it's mostly love about the things you do, and even the smallest thing you do, like even if it's something someone will say, no, why, or this or that. No, if you're passionate, like you really, really deep in your heart, love the thing or the goal that you're trying to achieve, you will see you won't even feel that it's a difficulty. You'll know, yes, of course, you have to accept the situation that are parts of the other tips, but you know it's difficult. But in that difficulty, you realize that you don't even look at the fact is difficult. You're looking at the fact and finding ways how to move forward, how to overcome, how to strive the more to get success. And therefore, that's why you don't have to give up. It may take time. And time, my friends, is not 1 day, it's not 2 days, it's not 10 years, it's not 5 years, whichever way you want to put it, and whichever context. But as far as you, I believe, as far as we do the five main things that we've just cited, we find it relatively easier. We find it good. We find it fulfilling. Because at the end of the day, even in that moment you feel you're low, it's in that moment you're getting the better part of you. It's in that moment where you realize what kind of super gorgeous, smart, tremendous, beautiful human being you can be tomorrow if you understand where it was wrong, why it was wrong, apply these five principal criteria, and above all, you don't give up. Because that day when finally comes and everything goes on well, when you realize your dreams or whatever it was about you wanted to give up, you look back and you'll be like, imagine one instant you had given up. You won't be able to enjoy that moment. So don't give up, guys. And I've been long, I know I speak really too much. I'll try and make this a very fast and cut some parts that weren't necessary, and hopefully you enjoyed this, let's say, coming back vlog. And you guys take care of yourself, make sure you have a blessed Sunday, enjoy, be careful, and above all, stay positive and don't give up. See you in the next vlog. We don't know when it will be, but hopefully soon, and take care, y'all. Have a pleasant beginning of week too.